What's up, guys? Dameter 1, 2, and 2. This is part 3 of our You Suck at Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion.
Yes,
and,
this one actually has some light at the end of the tunnel.
It's not just us telling you that you're bad and you should feel bad, and that your deck is 40 cards of whatever we would.
Well, no, they would be playing 45 or 50. Not even the full 60. It would be a 47 card deck of one-offs.
One-off.
No, we're going to tell you how not to suck.
And I think that's probably the most important thing that anyone can learn from any of the yammering that I've been doing about this subject, because I want to make this very clear. Just because you play a bad deck, in theory, doesn't mean...
Undersupported?
Undersupported. Fine. You're playing an undersupported deck. Does not mean your deck needs to be built bad.
Yes, I guess also you could say that just because your deck is bad doesn't mean it can't win.
Fair. So this video we're going to be talking about tips, tricks, and pro tip that you can use in order to take any crappy engine or
like UA,
like UAs, and do absolutely everything in your power to alleviate any problems with it other than its own limitations, and actually do decent at an event.
I think that's part of the first, I mean, that's the reason that Dave made that first video, is that your deck sucks. Know why your deck sucks. Honestly though, if you know what the weakness is, you can shore up those weaknesses with other cards. Like I said with UA, their biggest weakness was their normal summon. So I played Speedroid Terror Top to go into Invoker to alleviate that normal summon reliance. And if you know, oh, my deck weakness is this specific thing, look for cards and archetypes that shore up that weakness. Also a reason why we did why people are so opposed to playing pure builds. Why not play Monster Mash? Monster Mash.
Another important thing that any deck needs, not just the good decks or the bad decks to help them out, is consistency. Consistency is the most important anything in a deck. Without consistency, your deck will not do well. Even if it's got major, huge power plays, if it can't do that every single turn on demand, you're going to have a big problem.
So those 2-card, 3-card combos that work really well, that may honestly win you the duel, if you can't do those with any sort of regularity or consistency, take it out. Put something else in.
You want to lower your deck's reliance on 2-card combos.
Or at least get it down to only 2-card combos.
Yeah, never 3. Three's terrible.
3 and 4 are really pushing it.
And if you are relying on a 2-card combo to do something in your deck, you need to make sure that you have a way of getting at the cards in it. If they're both completely unsearchable, like if you're playing Inferno, Tempest, Ritual Beasts,
because that wasn't tried,
and you want to play Inferno, Tempest, and Grinder Golem in your Ritual Beasts, oh yeah, if it works, it's a blowout.
Great. Good luck seeing it.
You'll never see it. It was a mistake.
It worked though.
And with consistency, that means your deck also needs something very important, and that is focus. I've gotten tons of deck recipes from subscribers. They're like, oh, Dave, I love your content. Could you help me make my deck better? And they send me some...
I don't know why.
I don't know why. Why would you ever think I would know how to help you? But
your deck's bad and you should feel bad.
I tell you your deck sucks, but I ain't going to tell you how to make it better. And look, actually, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Which is why we're making this video.
People will send me the weirdest garbage I've ever seen. Like it's a mash of random things, and the deck lacks focus. It's like, oh, I'm playing a rank 1 deck, and it can make rank 1s, and it can make low-level synchros, and it can play relinquished, and it can do blah, 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 blah. Yes, it can. That is amazing that your deck has all this versatility. However, it doesn't do any one of those things well at all. And if you see one part of combo A, but one card of combo B, and they don't do anything with each other, your hand is bricked. Your deck lacks focus.
The next thing that we want to talk about, honestly, is learn the game.
This one seemed really stupid.
Yeah, like, why do I have to say this? But when it comes down to it, honestly, playing on Yugioh Pro, that is not a good way of learning the game. It's a good way of learning your deck's combos and how that works, but go to locals, find someone that you can duel in real life.
Play real people.
And learn how the game works, learn some common rulings about like why MST doesn't negate and why sometimes it does.
That's, yeah. Not simply playing every card that you see in your hand that you can activate is not something you should be doing. It's just making moves because you can do it. You need to understand how cards interact with other cards. Simply, you need to know card rulings. Like he said, MST negating and when it does and when it doesn't is extremely important, because that means you will activate cards when it's the right time to do it.
And knowing that, oh, maybe if I wait till next turn, my opponent's probably going to do this. I can set this card, I can hold this in my hand to make sure that I can make this optimal play. And that goes right into the next point of know your opponent's deck. And I guess in this game, know the meta, know what decks are being played, know what you should be going up against, know how to play any deck that you think is good.
Yeah, a lot of players, especially more casual players and rogue players, they tend to have some adversity on learning how to pendulum summon, or learning...
Oh, I hate that mechanic. I don't want anything to do with that. I'm never going to play that deck.
No. Yes, you are. You need to sit down and learn that deck that you hate this much, because the best way to beat a deck is know how to play it.
And know what disrupts it, and know when you can drop that one card that just stops their play dead.
Because a lot of times I'll be testing a deck that I'm having trouble beating, and I'll be playing it, and as I'm muddling through it, learning its combos, the AI or whoever I'm playing against will throw a negation effect at me at the right time. And I'm like, wow, I can't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
And part of it's because I don't know the deck as well, but the other part is that, hey, I don't know the deck this well, and I don't know how to play out of what has apparently completely stopped me dead in my tracks, which is something is very enlightening, and that's very good to know, because it means when you are playing against that deck in the future, you start to have an idea of what to throw at it in order to stop it, because you know that when they did it to you, you couldn't do anything.
And also, if you are playing against a better player, and you throw that negation against them when it normally should work, and they're able to play out of it, keep that in mind, so that you see how they were able to play out of it, and that you know, is there a better time to activate that negation, or when's the next negation I need to activate as well.
Yes, learn your opponent's deck.
All this is to say that just because a deck is fun doesn't mean that it is necessarily the best deck. I honestly don't like some of the decks that are top tier because they do one thing and one thing only. Just because they make one play, they're kind of boring.
So yeah, that's the other thing is you're gonna have to make your deck good.
You kind of simplify it, and
you have to remember it's not going to be as fun as you.
So there is that fine balance between simplifying your deck so it functions and does something very well, and also throwing in some flair. And I think that's what we try to do. We want to come at it from a extreme competitive standpoint, but still have fun with it.
Which you gotta have to do, because it has gotta be your own deck. And even when you look at some of these meta builds,
yeah, there's some techs in there that
even the best players will throw in a fun card, and
then that card will skyrocket in the secondary market because everyone else wants to play it now.
It's good, even though they just had it in there for the lulz.
Play a Gucci.
Play a Gucci. If you're going to have fun with the deck, at least put in some competitive deck building ideas, so that when you go to a locals or you go to a regional or something, you don't just get completely blown out.
Because winning is fun.
Winning is fun, and losing sucks. Let's be frank. But if you are going to lose, at least make it a game.
Yeah, lose to your opponent, don't lose to yourself.
And guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys think of our little discussion videos here, and what are some of the cool tech choices that you threw into your rogue deck to make up for some glaring problem it had, and did it actually work? Let us know in the comments below what you guys think, and remember guys, if you don't troll the meta, who will? I will see you guys next time.
And I'll see you later.
Later-ish?
Ish?
Oh, hey losers. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Wanna watch something else? Hurry up and choose one of these. Ugh. When are you gonna make a choice? This year would be nice.